Is a Sacramento refugee who lied on his application to gain entry into the United States facing a death sentence if he's deported back to his native country? An immigration judge is hearing arguments for and against deportation for the man the Iraqi government had claimed murdered a police officer. Now, a judge found that case against him was full of holes, but instead of being released, ICE took him into custody. KCRA3's Brittany Johnson picks it up from there and joins us live from our newsroom with the latest.
Well, Omar Amin is seeking asylum. Amin and his attorneys have stated multiple times if he is sent back to his native country of Iraq, where he is facing murder charges and accusations of being a terrorist, he will not have a fair trial. Instead, he will be tortured and killed. The immigration judge wanted some insight into this claim and had two main questions for the first expert witness called to the stand by Amin's attorneys. Question 1, if an arrest warrant is issued out of Iraq, does it change the likelihood that someone could be tortured upon their arrest of the warrant? Professor of law Hadir Al-Hamoudi, whose background is in Middle Eastern and Islamic law, responded in short by saying, in his experience in reviewing files, there is an over-reliance in forcing confessions due to an almost complete lack of forensics in Iraq, and those forced confessions are extracted through force. Question 2, the immigration judge asked the professor if he is aware of police or prison guards physically abusing detainees while they await trial. Professor Hamoudi said through information that he has gathered from independent observers and non-governmental organizations, it's all consistent. That type of physical treatment does occur. Now, I did ask Amin's attorneys if Iraq is the only country he could be deported to.
When she found that Mr. Amin was removable, she asked if Mr. Amin wanted to designate a country to which he would be removed. We respectfully declined because Mr. Amin fears removal to Iraq and also pretty much, any other country that would return him to Iraq. And when Mr. Amin declined to designate a country for removal, the Department of Homeland Security, in accordance with immigration law, designated both Iraq and Turkey.
Now, Amin was resettled to the United States as a refugee from Turkey. So he does fear if he is resettled to Turkey, Turkey will hand him over to Iraq. Now, Amin's asylum case does continue on Thursday when the judge hopes to have all of this wrapped up. We did reach out to the government for comment on today's hearing and have not yet heard back. Edie Golston, back to you.